Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on this beautiful day. Denise Untaki on camera. And this afternoon, we have a Division II Boys Soccer MIAA State Tournament preliminary matchup between 34th seeded Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech at the 31st seeded Hopkinton Hillers. Winner of this game will advance to the round of 32. So certainly a lot at stake here in this one. It's winner go home here in the state tournament, and it should be a good game between two talented teams out there on this beautiful afternoon. Temperatures in the 50s, the sun is shining, and we are just moments away from getting this game started, and we're gonna get the lineups introduced in just a moment. So without further ado, I'll step aside and we'll send it down to field level.
Strong side, and the ball gets behind, you're going to dump them out. Okay? The weak side, you're going to upside down. Right? And on offense, man, stay a little higher. Sit right here. Go! Go, boy! Try to pull their guys away. Back, center backs.
Come on! Outside three! 1, 2, 3, us!
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for today's MIAA Division II Tournament preliminary boys soccer matchup between the visiting Southeastern Hawks and the Hopkinton Hillers. I'd like to introduce the starting lineups for the visiting Hawks.
On the line, Christian. Gio on the line. Thanks, good ball.
Starting with number 27, Adzir Cruz.
Yes, sir!
Jog up here.
Number 8,
Have a
Kyle
jog here, shake my
Fernandez.
hand, go shake the ref's hands and line up. Go shake the ref's hands and line up.
Number 4, Homan Sindaba.
Yes, sir!
Go, Homan. Good luck.
Number 10, Vincent De Oliveira. Number 7, Nicholas Perviati.
Yes, sir!
Number 17, Christian Marquez.
Yes,
Number 2, Brian Breder.
yes,
Go, Brian.
Number 6, Julius De Oliveira
yes,
Joseph. Number 9, Moses Carvalho. Number 3, Tony Miranda. And in goal, Gio Riviero. And now for your Hopkinton Hillers. In goal, Owen Silva. Number 3, Arjun Polari. Number 6, Ian Wielding. Number 7, Captain Zach Boschman. Number 8, Captain Owen Champlin. Number 9, Captain Tim Zakharov. Number 10, Captain Jack Graziano. Number 11, Josh Fonseca. Number 17, Thierry Frey. Number 18, Josh Tomasino Stoya. And number 20, Emerson King. And now, if everybody could please rise and face the flag behind the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
Stand up.
And there you have it, your starting lineups and national anthem, and we are just about ready to get this game going. Let's take a look at the bracket. There it is, the Division II state tournament bracket. You see 34 seeded Southeastern RVT up against 31st seeded Hopkinton Hillers. The winner of this game will move on to the round of 32, where they will take on Mansfield. Mansfield got into the round of 32 automatically, as they are the 2 seed, so the winner of this game will be traveling to Mansfield in the next round. As both teams have taken the field, and we are just about ready to get going. Quick peek at the TVL standings, and there you can see 5 of the 6 teams in the TVL Large have made the state tournament. All 5 teams in the TVL Small are in the state tournament. Some of those games getting underway today as well. You got Bellingham and Medway also in preliminary games. Westwood, Ashland, Dedham, Holliston, Norton, Dover, Sherborne, Medfield all in round of 32 games for their first game of their state tournament runs. As we are set to go, the Hillers are in their green jerseys. Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech in the white. And Southeastern Regional is out of Easton, Massachusetts. So a nice little trip for them here to Hopkinton, but certainly some beautiful weather for some Sunday afternoon soccer, and we are underway here in this Division II MIAA State Tournament preliminary matchup. Hillers working along the near side, along the sideline. Good battle there, and it's going to go the Hawks' way. The Hawks of Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech. It'll be a free kick from along the sideline. A big crowd on hand here today. More people continuing to file in to take in this postseason matchup. So if you're at home watching some football perhaps, turn on some Hiller football. The other kind of football. As Polari sends this up the near side, deflected by the defender. Hiller's looking to charge in early here as it's sent back to midfield. It looks like this Hawks team, they got a good amount of speed out there. Certainly going to be aggressive at getting to the ball as they charge in, and into the backstop goes Brian Bretter, the senior. This Hiller defense has been sensational as of late. They've done a nice job at not letting opponents into the attack zone as the Hawks have a corner and a header that will send it out beyond the end line. It's going to be Hiller ball. Hawks led by head coach Stephen Callahan. Hiller is, of course, led by head coach Garrett Sawyer, assisted by Dan Collins. And Coach Sawyer and Collins, they've done a great job with this young team, and they just got better and better as the season went on, and they got some crucial wins and ties in their late season games. You saw them beat Westwood in their final regular season home game, and that essentially is what got them into the postseason, a huge win in that game. And that was a team that took down the Hillers earlier in the season, so Hopkinton was certainly happy to have some revenge as King throws it in and deflected out of play. Hillers draw up a corner opportunity. I believe that's Ian Wielding who's going to take it, and Wielding sends it into the box, header out, top of the box now, sent over along the arc and popped out. Header by Fonseca. Along the near side, working his way upfield, Moses Carvalho as he was matched up with Arjan Polari. Free kick for the Hillers. Jack Graziano set to take it. And it's a good booming kick into the box. Looking for the shot, and it's just wide by JTS. Josh Tomasino Stewart. But did a defender get a piece of it? Yes, they did. It's going to be a corner for the Hillers. Josh Fonseca, the sophomore, heads over to take it from the far side. Along the top of the box. Kick for the Hillers. Hawks trying to work their way up. It's a good booming kick into the box. Looking for the shot, and it's just wide. A good battle along the near side. Some good back and forth here as Polari able to keep it for the Hillers, sends it out. Able to find Frey. Polari sends it back to Fonseca. Emerson King, a booming kick towards the top of the box. Well, this Hawks team, they are showing that they got a lot of speed. They're flying around and being aggressive at getting to the ball. Similar style to the Hillers. And it should be a good physical matchup out there today. Two very closely matched teams in this one, and anyone in this Division II bracket is capable of beating anybody. Sent up to the right of the box, little push there, no whistle. There'll be a throw in. The Hawks keeping it going as they try to march up field. Zakharov gets the steal there on the attempted Senga pass. Along the far side now. With it, that is K.O. Fernandez. Sends it over to Sengaba. Working the near side. Driving into the attack zone. It's Carvalho. Carvalho matched up with King there. And now the Hawks trying to find an opening. There's a shot from up top. Off the mark is Steven Santos. About 6.5 minutes into action here in half number one. Owen Silva is set to get rid of it. The goalkeeper matchup, Owen Silva up against Gio Ribeiro for the Hawks. As Silva sends that up the far side. And that's aired out into the crowd. Throw in Hillers. And that is sent up. Trying to track it down is Graziano along the corner. Sent up field by Previati. Over to Polari. Polari looking for wielding. And now, well, that shot deflected by Fry. Terry Fry got in there, had a nice look. Good job by the defender shifting over quickly to get in front of that one. Putting on the moves is Marquez. Over to the near side to Tony Miranda. Now Sengaba sends it back to Miranda. Santos sends it far side. Air it out. Top of the box. Hawks looking for a shot here. Hiller's forming that wall along the box. Trying to close up all the gaps. And a good steal there by Zakharov. Sent to Polari. Polari gets it over to Fonseca, who sends it up. Now with it wielding. Bauschman looking to close in, sends it towards the net, and it is wrapped up by the keeper. I think Bauschman was unsure if he was going to go for the pass or the shot there, but decides to take the shot. Got a pretty good one off. A nice save by Gio Ribeiro, the junior goaltender. Along the far side, sent back down by Graziano. Out of play, throw in Southeastern. Santos sending it back to Fernandez. Hawks looking to work it back into Hiller territory. Hillers have defended well, have not let them get too close to the net, forcing them to take their first couple shots from a good distance. Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech went 12-2-4 this season. They certainly had a very good season, and they played some familiar opponents as well. They took on Norton this year. Hillers were 5-9-3 during regular season play, as that is sent up. Polari moves it upfield. Some good back and forth here along the midfield area. Zakharoff gets it over. Cutting off Polari there was Carvalho. Bit of a collision there, and that'll draw a whistle. It'll go in favor of the Hawks. They'll have the free kick. With it is Sengaba. Along the far side now. Looking to close in. And out beyond the end line it goes. Oh, good defense by the Hillers, cutting off the edge. Not letting him rush into the box. And showing off the wheels there was Marquez. Silva set to send it away. Long midfield. Southeastern Regional played Norton on September 23rd. They beat them 2-0. So a little bit of familiarity in the TVL. And this is the great thing about the state tournament. You get a whole new group of schools that you might have otherwise not ever gotten to play and build up some new rivalries. As the Hawks looking for a shot here, and it's wide by Steven Santos. Well, Southeastern Regional showing they're not afraid to take the long distance shots. So the Hillers are going to have to be on the lookout for that. They certainly have a couple guys that can certainly give the ball a ride. Aired out to midfield. Along the near side, Miranda moves it up to Sengaba. Into Hiller territory, Marquez. Back to the keeper. Silva sends it away. Looking for Polari along the near sideline. Battle for it. Along the near side, sent out. And he was looking to arch that pass towards the corner of the box. Nice cutoff by the defender. I believe that was JTS who got in the way there. Hiller's looking to send Wielding upfield, let him loose, and now here comes Bauschman. Bauschman is going to take a shot, and it'll angle a little too far to the left there. This Hawks team, they have an aggressive style of play, and they're going to get physical, and the Hillers are going to have to do that back to try to find a way into the attack zone. And we certainly know this Hiller team could step it up when they need to play physical. They will. So I'm expecting a really good battle out there today. But a quick pace to this game to start. Out of play it goes, as King will put it out of play. Throw in for Oliveira Joseph. Now it is Miranda. Sends it over to Santos. Santos moving it back up. Along the top of the box now. And there's a shot, and it was deflected. Still in play. And off the crossbar. And out of play goes Adzer Cruz. Oh, Cruz took a nice shot. Good power behind it. But just a little bit too high there. And he pops it off the crossbar. The Hillers, I seem to lose track of the ball for a second there, and might have thought it went out of play. Header by Fry. This Hawks team's playing at a quick pace. You're going to have to hang with them if you're the Hillers. And I'm sure that speed that the Hillers have will be heavily utilized here today. Carvalho trying to work his way in. Along the end line. And and a good save there by Silva. Silva comes to a dive, wraps it up. But Carvalho had a nice angle. The Hawks finding a couple of openings, so the Hillers are going to have to try to seal that up. What happened? What? It went out? Yep. Oh, no, now it's on again. Okay. Could be a little cord. All right. Hillers looking to charge in. Top of the box, taking the shot. And just wide to the left is Zakharov. Oh, we're seeing some great back and forth in this first half. Hawks finding some good opportunities. The Hillers finding some good shooting opportunities. Corner for the Hillers. Fonseca will take it. And a huge crowd on hand here today as well. It's the playoffs. Certainly has that playoff-like atmosphere as that's set out of play. Hillers will have the throw-in. Owen Champlin will take it. And there's a shot off the throw-in, but it's wide by Zakharov. They're trying for the one-timer there, trying to knock it in on the bounce. But the good news is Hillers draw another corner. Fonseca sends it in. And sent in front of the net, and in it goes! Now, I'm not sure if it was a Hiller that knocked that in or if it was a defender. The replay is going to be popping up in just a second here as I have the stream on, which has a slight delay. You have a defender head it. And that was a sequence before. But in any case, a 1-0 lead for the Hillers. They'll take it. Good way to start this game for Hopkinton. I think it was a defender that knocked that in. If I had to guess, I don't think anyone on the Hillers actually touched it. So I think the goal would go to whoever had the corner in that case. Throw in for the Hillers, knocked back out of play. Hillers will do it again. And how about another one? Emerson King on the throw in. Looking for Bauschman. Back out it goes. They'll keep moving up the field, keep working that sideline. Over to Bauschman, and he was looking to send it along the end line. And we get a whistle here, I think, for a trip. Free kick for the Hawks. And yeah, I'm looking at the replay now, and that was a defender who had the header and knocked it in the net. So they'll take it. That's what you want to do in these playoff games. Get that early lead, get that cushion, but certainly don't get too comfortable. Off the throw in, we get a whistle. Perhaps a bit of a false start there. We'll do it again. Into Santos. But at the midway point of this first half, 20 left to go in half number one. Sent back by Fonseca. Champlin moves it up. Polari gets it over to the far side. Little give and go action. Sent up to Bauschman. Bauschman going to try to angle his way in here. Champlin into the box and popped out. Champlin along the corner of the box. Trying to center it. Along the top. Morrissey. Morrissey with a box out there. Now you can see the Hillers getting some speed in there. They got Daniel Morrissey up with the forwards. Wielding. Over Bauschman now along the top and a shot, and it's wrapped up. Tim Zakharoff with the shot. Careful of that cord in front of your niece. Which one? The black one. Yep. And into the box it goes. Ribeiro sends it upfield. Get a whistle here. 18:27 left to go. The Hawks looking for an attack. Into the box they go along the end line. Sent across and a header. We get a whistle as Christian Marks was working along the end line, and it's going to go Hiller's way. Silva set to send it away. Along the far side, JTS moves it up. Here's Wielding. And now Bauschman finds Morrissey. Morrissey sends it back. Closing in Fonseca. Good battle in the attack zone. Bauschman sends it over. Morrissey towards the net. Out in front, and that shot deflected. What a job by Nicholas Previati getting in there to deflect that shot attempt. The Hillers had just about a guaranteed goal if Previati didn't get in front of it. And he just dove in front of that shot to save another Hiller score as that's sent away. Just under 17 minutes left to go in this first half. And Bretter sends it over to Carvalho. Carvalho into the attack zone. Takes it. Deflected by Silva, and out of play it goes. So Southeastern Regional will have a corner. I'll tell you, this Hawks team, they got speed, and they are finding ways to get deep into that attack zone now. Took them a little bit, but now they're figuring out ways to get around that Hiller wall. So that Hopkinton defense going to have to tighten up a little bit. Sent out along the far side. Bauschman. And just a little too far in front of Wielding there. Sent over to Oliveira Joseph. Miranda sends it over. In the Hiller territory, Zakharoff. Gets it over to the far side. JTS sends it back. Champlin. Fonseca. And deflected out of play, throwing Hillers. King takes it. Along the top of the box. Deflected there, and we get a whistle. It's going to be a free kick for the Hillers. Taking the free kick, Ian Wielding. Wielding airs it out, towards the net off the crossbar. Zakharov on the deflection, out in front. And still in play. Champlin sends it over. And there's a shot. And sent out for the moment. Now trying to charge back in Wielding. Wielding sends it up. Champlin back into the box. And popped out of play by the defender, Tony Miranda. Oh, good attack by the Hillers. Get that ball right in front of the net, be aggressive, and that's what they did there to draw that corner. Wielding along the top and popped out. That's what the Hillers need to keep doing, just get it in that into that attack zone. TS trying to move it up. Champlin. Well, they got Champlin coming up on the left side to play up with the forwards. And it's providing a little help on the attack for the Hillers. The one risk is with the quickness of this Hawks team, he has to get back quick to be able to defend. King. And we get a whistle there, a little push. We're going to get Christian Marks for that. Christian Marks. Free kick for the Hillers. Just under 13 minutes left to go in this first half. Aired out. And wrapped up by the keeper. Quickly sent up the far side. And this Hawks team, they move quick. They send that ball in right away. Hillers looking for an attack. Bauschman sends it over. The shot and deflected out of play. Ian Wielding with a nice shot there. Corner for the Hillers. Josh Fonseca set to take it. Just under 12 minutes left to go. Hillers, they've had a couple great attacks in these last few minutes. Into the box, header to the net, wrapped up. And Zakharov who got the header there. He would have liked to get a little more power under it. And out of play it goes along the near side. Hiller throwing. Champlin takes it quickly. Over to Bauschman. Bauschman battling along the end line, knocked out of play. Corner for the Hillers. Sent in, Wielding. Wielding to the net, and still live! Out in front, and it's put in! Goal, Hillers, Landon Fitzgibbon! At 11:08 left to go, Landon Fitzgibbon pops it in off the deflection. And the Hillers lead it 2-0. How about that? Landon Fitzgibbon, typically a defender, up there in the attack zone for that corner. And he pops it in. Huge goal there for the Hillers. We have a timeout on the field. 11:08 left to go in this first half. An action-packed Division II preliminary playoff game. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The Dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Off the timeout, we are ready to continue on. A 2-0 Hiller lead. 11:08 left to go in this first half. Well, on that last goal for the Hillers, Gio Ribeiro looked like he had a great save, but ended up dropping it. And the ball was still alive, and I believe it was Wielding who was able to get a piece of it to knock it out of the area that is directly in front of the goalie there, and Landon Fitzgibbon just waiting in front of the net. Got a nice wide open blast right on the net and pops it in. Champlin into Bauschman. Bauschman trying to get by the defender. And it's going to go Hawks' way. Get a whistle there for a grab. Julius de Oliveira Joseph sends it up. Along the far side. Hawks looking for an attack. And out of play it goes. Got a little too much in front of Santos there. Oh, it's Silva set to send it away. Hawks have it, sent over. Along the near side. Trying to work that sideline was Carvalho. He was matched up with Champlin. Arjun Polari back into the game for the Hillers. Also in there, you got Harry Millar. Champlin on the entry, looking for Millar. Carvalho sends it up. Hillers work it to the far side. And popped off a TS and out. Goes K.O. Fernandez. Hillers work it into Hawks territory. And a play, throwing Hillers. It's Bauschman taking the throw in, I believe. Into the box. Champlin looking for the steal. And deflected out of play. And a nice job by Champlin drawing up a corner opportunity. Josh Fonseca set to take it. Airs it out. And sent out by Bretter. And the Hawks looking for a break upfield. Carvalho will be diverted. Popped out of play. Along the near side. Getting in there, Millar. Sent over by Fonseca. Paluri moves it back. There's Fitzgibbon. Up the near side. Sengaba was there. Looking for a give and go here. Carvalho. And deflected out of play. Hiller ball. Off the entry. Header out of play. Just under 7 minutes left to go. Be sure to stick around at the halftime break. We'll show you the latest Hiller highlights, including yesterday's playoff field hockey game. We have the highlights that we'll show you at the halftime break of this Division II preliminary state tournament game. Hiller is looking to work the near side, deflected out of play. Sengaba throws it in. Now over to Millar. Millar keeps it in play. Popped out by the Hawks, throwing Hillers. Over to Millar. Millar trying to get through. And here comes the Hawks. Santos moves it up the far side. Now Fernandez. And that one gets away from him. It'll go to the Hillers. Well, this has been an absolutely action-packed game so far. And these two teams, they're flying around the field and playing aggressive, nonstop action out there. As you would expect in the playoffs, as Silva sends it up the far side. Deflected out of play off of Morrissey. Good back and forth here. Now you see the Hillers, I think, defending a little tighter than they were initially in this game. And it's paying off. Sent up. Hillers looking for a breakaway. Millar. Also in there is Josh Kim. Hiller's got a lot of speed on the field right now. King. Over to Champlin. Back to King. Champlin airs it out, top of the box. With it now, Sengaba sends it up. And out of play along the near side. Throwing Hillers. Millar trying to break through. Popped out off of Miranda. Champlin will have the throw. It's going to be a Hawks ball. Just under 4 minutes left to go now. A couple substitutions. And out of play along the near side. Another throw in for Southeastern. Sent up by Cruz. Cross goes Loja. It looks like the Hawks trying to work that far side, trying to find an opening. They send the speedster Carvalho up there. Carvalho sends it through and popped away. Sent out of the box by the Hillers. It's back and forth along the far sideline. Coming into the game for Southeastern Regional, Brian Bretter back in, and he'll give Mikey Loja a break. We have a stoppage along the far side. Not sure if there's an injured player somewhere. All right, looks like we're ready to continue. Looking to charge in are the Hawks. Santos was trying to power that one through the defense. Along the far sideline, knocked out a play as Keo Fernandez tried to get by King. Throw in Southeastern Regional. That's sent out. And Millar there for the takeaway. Millar looking for a break up field. Millar matched up with Sengaba. And knocked out a play, throwing Hillers. Under 2 minutes left in this first half. JTS airs it out and just past the reach of Morrissey. Rolls over to the far side, picked up by Wielding. Wielding trying to get by the defender, taken away. Good steal there by Cruz. Hillers looking to keep it near that attack zone. Polari battling it out. Wielding getting in there. Sent up the sideline. You can see the Hillers keeping an eye on Carvalho. He's broken through a couple times and has a lot of speed coming up that sideline. So if they can't get the turnover, they're quick to turn back upfield so he can't break through into open space. We have a trip. It's going to be a free kick for the Hillers. Aired out and offsides. Sengaba sends it over into Hiller territory. Popped back into Hawks territory. That was a nice drive back upfield by Fitzgibbon. Throw in Southeastern Regional. What did is Santos. Moves it over to Miranda. And that'll do it for the first half. A very exciting first half in this Division II preliminary playoff matchup at the halftime break. It is 31st seeded Hopkinton Hillers 2, 34th seeded Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech nothing. Another half left to go. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hiller Playoff Soccer on HCAM. Stick around. We have some of the latest Hiller highlights coming up right now, including what happened in yesterday's round of 32 Division II field hockey playoff game for the Hillers. So stay tuned to HCAM. 2-0 Hillers leading at the break. Hopkinton Hillers varsity field hockey finished the regular season with 9 wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties, and captured the 13th seed in the Division II MIAA state tournament. In their round of 32 game, the Hillers welcomed in 20th seeded Oliver Ames Tigers. Oliver Ames came into the postseason matchup with a record of 10 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. In the first quarter, Oliver Ames got the pressure going. Maya Smith. There's a shot there, kicked away by Curtin. Oliver Ames coming with the pressure. And a traffic jam in front of the net. Ball still live, and it'll go Hillers' way. Set in, top of the arc. And out in front, battle for it. And how about another penalty corner opportunity for Oliver Ames? Well, the Hillers, they got to hold strong here and try to get some momentum going. Shot deflected away. The game remained scoreless heading into the second quarter, but that would change just under 3 minutes in. Top of the arc, and it's in! Ella Fowler nets one for the Hillers. What a great goal there off the penalty corner. 12:04 left to go in the second quarter, and the Hillers strike first. Ella Fowler nets a goal, and the score remained a 1-0 Hiller lead heading into the third quarter. Set in. Top of the arc. And it's going Hillers' way. Their defense holding strong once again. Some good pressure from both sides in the third frame, but no scores by either team. The game remained 1-0 Hillers heading into the fourth quarter, but that would change. Sent in. Adams gets into the attack zone. There's a shot, and it's put in. Abby Burke making it 2-0. You can credit Zoe Adams with the assist. Ella Fowler and Abby Burke net the goals for the Hillers as they take the shutout win over the Oliver Ames Tigers 2-0. The Hillers advance on to the round of 16 and will next travel to 4th-seeded Neshoba Regional High School. Congratulations to the Hillers on a terrific playoff win. The Hillers had a couple of big games in the final week of regular season play. On Monday, October 28th, Hiller Unified Basketball took on Holliston, and it was a great back-and-forth game. The Hillers led 65-54 at the half, and the two TVL rivals would continue to battle all throughout the second half. The Hillers get the win in a very close and hard-fought game, 82-72. Congratulations to both teams on a very well-played and entertaining game. On Tuesday, October 29th, Hiller Girls Soccer hosted Ashland. The Hillers got things going early and often. This is what you want to see out of the Hillers, keeping it in Ashland's zone, forming an attack, finding openings. Over to Recupero. Recupero driving in, puts that off a defender. Still alive in the box, to the net, and it's in! Goal Hillers! The Hillers get it in the attack zone, and it is Marin O'Connor who puts it in for Hopkinton. Clark sends it up. And bursting through Recupero, into the box, takes it, and in she goes! Goal Hillers! Maddie Recupero finds the opening, splits a pair of defenders, takes it into the box, and pops it right around Paige Tripp for the second goal of the game for the Hillers. Chow looking for the steal, sent up. Here come the Hillers, it's Colleran, over to Recupero. Recupero sends it to Nina. Nina TZ takes a shot, and that is in! Nina TZ who brings the heat and powers it in from the top of the box. A 3-0 Hiller lead at 16:35 left to go in the first half. McCann gets it up the far side of Colleran. Recupero trying to get there. Recupero battling for it, takes it. Trying to work her way into the box. Nina TZ sneaking up. And there's a shot by Recupero! And she goes right side of the net! From the corner of the box to the corner of the net, Maddie Recupero with her second goal of the game. It was a 4-0 Hiller lead heading into the second half. Up to Colleran she goes. Colleran looking for Maddie. Recupero approaching, takes it, right in she goes. Well, when it's Maddie Recupero one-on-one with the keeper, chances are it's not going to go very well for the keeper. And Recupero has a hat trick. 3 goals for Maddie Recupero, who now is up to 25 goals on the season. That's something she hasn't been able to do in the last couple of games as much because of how many defenders they have put on her. And how about that? Another one. Hopkinton adds 2 more goals and takes the 6-0 win in their final regular season game. Madison Recupero scores 3 more goals in the game and breaks the individual season record for goals. Maddie finishes the regular season with 25 goals of 22 goals in a season. Nina Zuganetos also pitched in with 2 goals and finishes her regular season with 8 goals. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for the second half. A 2-0 Hiller lead as we enter half number 2. Hillers scored their first goal on a corner, and then Landon Fitzgibbon from the top of the box was able to pop it in. Hillers are in their green uniforms. Southeastern Regional in the white. We have switched ends. Hillers will be working right to left across your screen now. And we just have a couple guys tying up their cleats out there. It's been an action-packed game, very quick-paced game, and this Hawks team, they've been aggressive at attacking the ball, trying to move it into Hiller territory. And they were finding ways to get around the Hopkinton defense for a little bit in the earlier minutes of the first half, but the Hillers sealed up the gaps. Along the far side. Hiller is looking to work up in the Hawks territory. Fitzgibbon airs it out. Sent over by Sengaba. Santos gets into the far side. Better believe the Hawks could be very aggressive in this second half. They have some work to do to try to get back into this game. Well, the Hawks nearly had an attack there, and it was sent away by Fitzgibbon. Apologies, had to address a technical glitch, as that is sent out of play. Well, one thing about this Southeastern team, they certainly have good speed. And the Hiller's going to have a corner. Sent in to Wielding. A slide there by Champlin to Fitzgibbon, and that is popped out of play by the defender. Fitzgibbon nearly had another score. He had the second goal for the Hillers. Another corner for Hopkinton. And sent up the far side and out. Off the throw-in. Hawks able to clear. Fitzgibbon sends it up. And we get a whistle there in favor of the Hillers. Josh Fonseca set for the free kick. Airs it out. And sent away. Well, Southeastern Regional might have a breakaway here. With it is Carvalho. And we got an offsides. Along the far side. Aired out. Into the box. Wrapped up by the keeper. Sent up by Fitzgibbon. Well, the Hillers are trying to set it deep into Southeastern territory and keep Southeastern in their defensive zone as much as possible. Over to the far side to Carvalho. Carvalho looking to close in, working against Champlin. And out of play along the end line. Corner for the Hawks. Into the box, header out by Champlin. Trying to get through Wielding. Wielding moves it up. Here's Bauschman. Bauschman sends it back, looking for TS, and he couldn't get there in time. Along the far side. Aired out. In front of Bretter. Bretter trying to get through. And was he able to get that off the defender before it went out? No. Aired out. In front of Bretter. Bretter trying to get through. And was he able to get that off the defender before it went out? No. Silva sends it away. King with a couple headers there. Fry gets it over to Champlin. Champlin trying to get through. And popped out of play. Hiller throwing. Champlin into Fry. That was Bauschman, rather, along that far side. Hawks looking for another attack here. The Hiller defenders just doing a great job at getting back when they need to. And that is sent up by Zakharov looking for the shot. Tripped up his Bauschman, no call. TS off the crossbar, and it's wrapped up. What a shot by Tomasino Stewart. Nearly had it. I think that's the third shot we've seen off the crossbar this afternoon. And a play it goes, throwing Hillers. Fitzgibbon on the entry. There's back to Fitzgibbon. Puts it towards the top of the box. Set the way. Well, that's what the Hillers are doing. Just put it towards that attack zone. Fonseca over to TS. Back to Fitzgibbon now. A battle for it. Hawks able to get it away. Putting on the moves, Cruz. Along the sideline. That is Carvalho. Santos now. With it, Sengaba. Sengaba trying to switch to the near side. Gets it to Fernandez. Fernandez over to Marks. Well, Hawks trying to find the opening here. Into the side of the box. Fernandez out in front, and that shot wide. Well, Christian Marks and Keo Fernandez finding a way in, but the shot just a bit wide. Now this Hawks team, they have impressive speed. They probably have slightly more speed than this Hillers team. Not much more, because this Hiller team has a ton of speed as well. But what the Hillers do have is, I'd say their passing has been a bit more precise, which has really helped them clear the zone. Along the far side, Sengaba. Along the sideline. Over to Cruz. Fernandez sends it out. There's a shot, and that is just wide by Edzer Cruz. Well, Southeastern finding ways to get some good shots off. Hillers need to try to get it out of their zone, because eventually, if you keep giving them shot opportunities in the box, they're going to break through. Header by Zakroff. Tomasino Stewart sends it up the near sideline, out of play. Off the throw-in now. Back out it goes. They'll do it again. Oh, it's going to be Hiller ball. Fitzgibbon gets it in. Over to Bauschmidt. Bauschmidt looking to charge in. Good steal there. And we're going to get a trip call, I think. All right, free kick for the Hawks. Oliveira Joseph gets it over. Fernandez. Out of play it goes, throwing Hillers. Fitzgibbon on the entry and knocked back out of play. Fitzgibbon will take the throw in here. And a header out past the end line. A corner for the Hillers. It'll be Josh Fonseca taking it. Into the box, off the keeper. Still a live ball, deflected up. Along the top now. With it is Wielding. And cleared away. Along the far side, that's Miranda. Southeastern trying to clear their zone here. Hillers sending all that speed up to look for that takeaway. Previati able to send it up the near side towards Bretter. In front of him, Fitzgibbon. And popped out of play. Throwing Hillers. Fitzgibbon takes it. Good box out there by Zakroff. TS battling along the near sideline with Santos. And it goes Hiller's way. 25 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this second half. Hillers leading 2-0. A trip to the round of 32 on the line. Free kick there. Fitzgibbon, a good one into Hawks territory. Picked up by the keeper. Airs it out. Trying to break through, Wielding. Turned upfield by Fonseca off the header. Zakroff gets it over to TS. He'll pop it across as the Hillers switch. Along the far sideline now. Taken away. And a nice stop by King. Polari sends it up. Over to Wielding. And out of play it goes. Throwing Hillers. Along the top of the box. TS is there. Tomasino Stewart trying to turn it towards the attack zone. Sends it back to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon looking to sneak that pass through. And there's a nice feed at King. And moved up the far side by the Hawks. Well, the Hawks doing a nice job not letting the Hillers as deep in their attack zone as often as they did in the first half. They're holding them kind of towards the midfield area. But the Hiller defense also standing strong. Previati airs it out. Polari sends it away. Sent back towards the attack zone by Sengaba. Got a little... Yeah, actually that stays in play. Kept in play along the end line. Looked like it was going to sail out of bounds for a moment. But a nice steal by the Hillers along the corner. And TS gets in front of that attempted pass by Carvalho. Millar was looking for the steal, and out of play it goes. Free kick for Southeastern Regional. K.O. Fernandez will take it. Popped out of the box by Graziano. Along the near side, TS sent up by Fonseca. Sakharov putting on the moves. Some good keep away there. Fitzgibbon. Just under 22 minutes left to go in the second half. Hawks looking to close in. Sent out to Edzer Cruz, who gets it over to the far side. That is Carvalho. Carvalho working against Wielding. And he gets through into the box along the end line and deflected out. A good defensive stand by the Hillers there. And there's a long shot, and it'll go wide by K.O. Fernandez. You know, got a little scary along that end line, but the Hiller defense held up well. Along the far side. Sengaba passes to his right. Previati over to Fernandez. Redder gets it back. Fernandez feeds it upfield. Fonseca gets in the way there. Well, one thing the Hillers are doing even better at in this half is attacking the ball and not allowing too much space for the Hawks to move. And Polari's going to get called for a push there. Free kick for Southeastern Regional. And they'll have a pretty good spot here, too. Big opportunity for the Hawks. Steven Santos set to take it. They have some guys on this team with big legs. Santos certainly one of them. Airs it out to the net, wrapped up by Silva. Nice save there. Airs it out. Hawks trying to move it back towards the attack zone over the far side. Carvalho knocked out of play. Throw in for Southeastern, and it's towards Sengaba and sent away. Trying to break through is Millar. How to play it goes. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in. We'll get a couple subs. Hiller's bringing in some good speed here. Zach Bauschman into the game. Josh Kim as well. And also Thierry Fry. Along the far side. Sent over. Pleury trying to break through. Well, June Pleury, he's got a whole lot of playing time today, and certainly one of the more speedy players on this Hiller roster. They need that speed in there to keep up with this up-tempo, fast Southeastern team. Fry sends it through. Good feed. Hiller is looking to close in. Into the box. Kim trying to dig it out. And we get a whistle. It will be in favor of the Hillers, it looks like. Free kick for Hopkinton. Aired out and wrapped up by the keeper. Well, that was a nice boot by Wielding. But good save there by Gio Ribeiro. Fitzgibbon sends it up over to Bauschman. Polari gets it over along the side of the box. Looking to close in. And it went, I believe, off of Kim and had a play on the attempted shot by Wielding. Just under 17 minutes left to go in this second half. Hiller is hanging on to that 2-0 lead. And they want to try to keep the ball in the Hawk zone as much as possible. Into Hiller territory. Graziano gets it upfield towards Wielding. Here comes Wielding. Looking to center it. Wielding takes a shot, deflected off a defender, wrapped up. Over to Bretter goes Ribeiro. Sent up by Fernandez. Good deflection there by Fitzgibbon. Along the far side now, nice steal. That was Emerson King able to get in there. Polari. Well, the Hillers surrounding the ball handler along that far side. We get a whistle here. It'll be in favor of the Hillers. I think it was a push call. And I think we might be getting a warning here to one of the Southeastern players. And Julius de Oliveira Joseph getting a warning there. And I can't tell if he's holding up a card or not. He is. It's a yellow card. So that's essentially a warning. And de Oliveira Joseph going to come out of the game for now. Into the game for Southeastern is Mikey Loja. Hillers set for the free kick, sent up by Graziano. Over to Wielding and deflected out of play. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. Wielding trying to get through. Breaks through. Into the box, out in front. And that shot from Kim off a defender. Looking to get it away is Loja, who sends it over. And the Hawks able to clear. Santos sends it back. To the near side towards Previati. Battle along the near side. Throw in for the Hillers. Fitzgibbon will take it. Kim comes out of the game for now. Fitzgibbon set for the entry. Zakharov getting in there. Taking it away. Zakharov up against Loja. Throw in for the Hawks as we approach 12 minutes left in this second half. Over to Oliveira Joseph. That one went off Morrissey. And some aggressive play going on there. And a slide by Soteria Irvin Natides might draw a call here. Hillers are going to have the free kick. And it's sent up the far side. Bauschman over to Zakharov, who takes a shot, and it's picked up by the keeper. Good hang time on that one, along the near side. And a push call against Free kick for the Hawks. De Oliveira Joseph moves it up to Fernandez. Fernandez gets it over. And there's the boot. Hawks looking for a shot here. And the Hiller is able to clear the attack zone. Over to Morrissey. Morrissey has some open field in front of him. To the near side, out of play. Throwing Hillers. We're under 10 minutes left. Hillers looking for a trip to the round of 32. Fitzgibbon on the entry, over to Poluri. Airs it out. Wielding. Takes the shot, and it's wrapped up. Header by Fitzgibbon. Another header there by Fitzgibbon. Morrissey. Zakharov. Zakharov trying to get by. Oh, threw a little elbow there on Arvanitis. And that'll draw a yellow card. Well, the Hillers, they got to keep their emotions in check. You got the 2-0 lead. You don't want to do anything crazy here. And you certainly don't want to get, suspended for these playoff games. Zakharov's going to come out of the game. Yellow card on him for that body check. And Nicholas Previati set for the free kick. Clock stopped at 8:45 left to go. Of course, that's the unofficial time. The official time is being kept by the officials. Yeah, Southeastern was looking for a timeout. I don't think the official was able to hear the timeout call. Previati on the free kick, airs it out, and deflected out of the box. Emotions are high here at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. It's been a tough physical game, and we will have a timeout, an action-packed, tough physical preliminary round of 32 game. A 2-0 Hiller lead, 8:25 left to go. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Playoffs on HCAM.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
All right, we are ready to continue on off the timeout. 8 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. Hillers leading 2-0. Can they earn a trip to the round of 32? We shall find out. Throw in for the Hawks. Previati takes it. And now a Hiller throw in. So it was knocked out of play. Well, if you're the Hillers, what you want to do, try to keep in Hawks territory, play some keep away. And if you could get a shot, great, take it. Morrissey looking to charge in. Along the end line and out of play. It'll be Southeastern ball. And Morrissey with the steal there, takes the shot and deflected over the net. Nearly a big mistake there for the Hawks, but what a save by the keeper, Gio Ribeiro. Yeah, trying to set it out, I believe it was Previati, and didn't even see Morrissey there. And Morrissey able to get the steal and get a wide open shot. And the corner is sent to the far side and out of play. The sun beginning to set a little bit here as we get in towards the evening hours. Under 7 minutes left. Over to the near side, Previati. And a nice steal by Morrissey. Poluri back to Fry. Champlin airs it out. Good header along the far side by De Oliveira Joseph. Poluri charging upfield. Poluri gets it over to Wielding. And sent out of play, throwing Hillers. Oh, what a job Arjun Poluri and Ian Wielding have done on that right side. Really, when you need to get it in the Hawks territory, they send it there and use the speed of Poluri and Wielding to get the job done. And it's going to go back to the Hillers. Little mishandle there. Territory, they send it there and use the speed of Poluri and Wielding to get the job done. Throwing for the Hillers. On the far side and sent out of play. Well, don't forget, we got a very busy week of Hiller playoff action. Tomorrow night we'll be at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center for Hiller girls volleyball in a round of 32 matchup as they take on Shrewsbury. 6:30 start time to that match. And sent into the box, deflected out. And it's going to be another Hiller throw-in. Then on Tuesday night we're back here for Hiller girls soccer. Actually, let's make sure I got those opponents right. Might be a Hiller girls soccer taking on Shrewsbury. Apologies for that, folks. Hiller girls volleyball will actually be hosting 29-seeded Situate. Girls soccer has Shrewsbury. Hiller's charging into the box. Looking for a shot here. Wielding. Wielding takes it, and it's wrapped up. Nice drive by Ian Wielding into the attack zone. And he had 2-3 defenders trying to get it away from him and ended up breaking out in front of him. A great steal by Bauschman. Feeds it to Wielding. We're under 5 minutes left. Hawks get it back. You see the Hillers, like the Hawks, have done all game long, attacking the ball, and they're drawing up some huge turnovers. But Hawks have it deep in Hiller territory here, and we're going to get a whistle. Getting tripped up was Zer Cruz along the left of the box. Have a free kick. Into the box, out in front. Silva jumps up, pulls it down. And we got another yellow card coming out. Well, temperature's starting to flare up a little bit here in this playoff matchup. Of course, both these teams had hopes of continuing their season, so when you're down 2-0 and getting some good opportunities can certainly be frustrating, and some of these Hawks players getting a little frustrated. Now the official having a talking to with the Southeastern sideline. Good boot by Fitzgibbon and deflected out of play along the far side. Hiller throw-in. Thierry Fry coming into the game for Tim Zakharov. Zakharov did a tremendous job in midfield today and got a lot of big takeaways and did a great job at helping the Hillers work their way into Hawks territory a number of times this game. Throw in for the Hillers. We're in the final few minutes of this second half. Bauschman trying to work his way in. Sends it into the box. Loose ball. Hawks looking to clear. Tomasino Stewart sends it back. Fitzgibbon gets it over. Back into the box it goes. Quickly cleared out. Fitzgibbon was there to deflect it. Into Hiller territory. He'll send it back to Silva, who will clear it away. Tomasino Stewart trying to break through. And it's going Hawks' way. Previati airs it out towards the net, wrapped up. Good hang time on that one from Owen Silva. Morrissey gets it back. Sent up by Fry. And Morrissey kind of lost his balance there, but able to send it away. Hawks looking to break into the attack zone here. They're running out of time, trailing 2-0. Final moments of the second half. Fernandez gets it through into the box. And Bretter looked like he was going to try to fire a shot there, but didn't get the angle he liked. Sengaba sends it up. Poluri. And we're going to have a free kick for Southeastern. I think handball might have been the call there. Final moments of the second half. Hillers hanging on to that 2-0 lead. And Zaire Cruz set for the free kick. Airs it out. And out of play beyond the end line. It'll be a corner for the Hawks. And that is going to do it. The Hillers are going to take the win 2-0. A great victory for this young Hopkinton Hiller team. And they are moving on to the round of 32 as the 31st seeded Hopkinton Hillers take down 34th seeded Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech. And they will be heading on into the round of 32. A terrific win. It was a tough, aggressive game, and certainly took a lot of energy by both sides. And, you know, both these teams, they certainly came to play today. And certainly a little crazy out there sometimes with the emotions. But the Hillers held their own, and they, despite the fact that Southeastern gave them that tough physical matchup, the Hillers, in return, they got a little tough and physical when they needed to as well. And their ball handling, I think, was one of the main keys to the game for this Hiller team. Their ball control, just precise passing, the great shots they took, and they just played their game, and they did what they have done the last few games of the season, and did what allowed them to beat Westwood and get a tie against a very good Holliston team and get enough points to get into the postseason. And this Hiller team, they are playing some great soccer at exactly the right time of the season. It was a young group coming into the year, and certainly some adjustments needed to be made as the season went on. And Coach Sawyer, Coach Collins did a great job at making those adjustments. And this Hiller team, they are playing some fantastic soccer in these last few weeks, and they certainly seem like they are ready for hopefully a nice long playoff run. But they will be heading to Mansfield for their next game. That'll be on November 4th, according to the current brackets. Of course, that could change, but it's scheduled for November 4th at 4:30. So this Hiller team looks like they'll be back in action tomorrow if the current time on the Division II brackets is accurate. And they'll be taking on second-seeded Mansfield, hoping to get an upset there. But at least for the rest of the day today, you can celebrate this one a little bit, knowing that you got a hard-earned win against a very good Southeastern Regional Vocational Tech team. The Hillers take the victory 2-0 in the Division II preliminary matchup and are moving on to the round of 32. That is just about going to do it for our coverage here today. For Denise Ontaki on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer. And there you can see the team taking a trot to go greet the fans. And this was certainly a well-earned victory by this group. And they had to play a tough physical game, and it was really just a rapid-paced game the whole way through, and they got the job done here today. But for everyone at HCAM, we thank you for watching Hopkinton Hiller Boys Varsity Playoff Soccer on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.